Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
They invaded wait, I'm coming. No, let me finish my own. Let me finish. I want to answer. I'll give you time. Don't worry, my brother. I like the way you talk. I'll give you time to talk because something went wrong and the video went off. I said they invaded us. You said no, it's not. They did not invade us. Is that what you are saying? Yeah. I said 1897. They fought war with us. They invaded our land. Yes or no? Yeah. But the Igbo did not invaded our land during war, right? We never had problem with my brother, wait. I'll give you time to talk. You can't change the truth. I'm not here to deceive people here. What the Igbos did to us during the war was not our war. It's none of our business. We were on our own minding our business. Midwestern region. We have our own Midwest governor. We have our own premier there. Now, these people invaded us. They gave us flag and say we are no longer Midwest. They gave us name. They gave us flag. And you come here and tell me they did not invade us. They occupy our governor house, and we voted for our premier there. They installed their Igbo brother there. My brother, I don't take this kind of talk joke. They invaded us. We're supposed to apologize.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, my people. I just came across this video done by a wounded civilian regarding the civil war in Nigeria, and as it concerns the struggle of the IPOBs to emancipate us from these jihadist ideas being prepared by Buhari and his cohorts. My voice weak, I just close for work, I don't lie, but I just think I talk. I think I will be analyzing this video over the weekend. So quickly, let us listen to our brother, the wounded civilian. I think I have an input here. I think I have a lot to contribute as it concerns this particular topic, because not until we, the Edos, really come together to identify our common enemy and join the Igbos to push these people aside, it is obvious that this Buhari regime, now jihadist ideas they come kind of implement. That is just the obvious truth. There's no two ways about it. Because it has never been so wrong in the history of our country that all the juicy posts, all the top class executive positions. In those days, we used to have a federal, what they call federal character, or a quota system character. Also, maybe I think I've missed it, but somehow some of you might understand what I'm trying to say. Buhari just threw all those to the bin. Buhari give all the posts to his people, and no president for Nigeria have committed this kind of atrocities like Buhari. And we are seeing this agenda that is so glaring, and we are busy disuniting ourselves, fighting for our small territories, which we know if we don't come together to fight these common enemies, they are in the majority. And they've even gone as far as to bring all the Fulanis from sub-Saharan Africa. All the Fulanis are into our villages, into our forests, into our nooks and crannies of our highways. And I see wounded civilians still thinking of this small personal interest, which will not even stop the wave of what these people want to do. So let us listen to wounded civilian. Let's listen to him. I think I'll chip in one or two things to counterattack and bring his points down. His points are not really strong before me. It's early, sorry. I will do this video again on Saturday, but I just closed for night work. So I say, because once something they pepper me for heart, I'm not talking immediately. But this is a tip of the iceberg. Eventually, we're going to hit it very, very hard. Think how people will contribute, daddy. There will be a number to call.
Okay. Yeah, the demand. You're not concept of no here. What do you mean they didn't invade us? Every Saturday now. Every good time because I'm a do man. I love my people. I go. They invaded us. I invaded us. Don't change the story. They give us flag. They give us name for hours before we do now reinforce and change this. When they call, my brother, Ojukwu called our Midwestern governor. Midwest.
Point of correction there, wounded civilian. Nobody, it was the Fulani army in collaboration with the Yoruba army that came to redeem the former Bende state from the hands of the Biafras. So make your facts right and straight and correct. Not you as a people emancipated yourself. We didn't have the military might to do it. We didn't have it. We were not having it. So let's call a spade a spade.
They want to occupy Edo. What did that Yoruba man told him? He said, you can't come to Edo. David Ejo, you know David Ejo, said, you can't come to Edo. He said, Edo is not yours to protect. Still, they invaded us. And they want to do it again.
They did not invade Edo. The Biafrans were just trying to fortify a larger expanse, a larger space of a landmass, not to let the military might of the Fulanis from the north. And you know the Yorubas they succumb to the politics and the dynamism of the Fulani propagandists then. But as it is today, the Fulanis and the Yorubas are not going to come in a common fight to fight the Easterners, because the Fulanis and the Yorubas, the common Yorubas know that the Fulanis are just hell-bent to propagate their jihadist idea, which is to sink the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. That has been their mission, which Uthman Dan Fodio failed to do. And a segment of them are still hell-bound to implement these ideas. It is not lost in their memory. They still have it. It has been their ideas. It has been their utmost desire to fulfill. Generations yet unborn have been indoctrinated with this idea to implement it and believing that the land of the Southerners, the Atlantic Ocean, belong to them. So anyway, analysis, so I'm not going to crave my indulgence because I tire when my eyes open, sleep they catch me. But I want to quickly talk because I think I should educate the wounded civilian, because some of his ideas on this hate about the IPOBs or whatever are not really sound before me. Just listen to him.
Okay, my brother, I'm not sorry I'm shouting. No. Are you a Biafra man?
No, I don't. You're not shouting. There are people that talk like this.
Okay,
so
sorry.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Who am I? Are you a Biafra man?
I'm not from. I told you from the start of this conversation.
Can somebody impose that? Can somebody impose that on you?
No. Listen. There's something you're not getting right.
Of course, caller, there is something is not getting right. As it is now, it is even better to be a Biafra man than for all our people to be annihilated out of the landmass of Edo State or the former Bende State, because Buhari not mean well for us. Buhari want to implement the Sharia ideas into all parts of Nigeria. Yorubas have gotten this idea, they've stood firm, but the Edos are still divided. They are still very much divided, thinking of heritage of some years ago, which is not really the thing at stake now. The major thing at stake is self-preservation first. Then the traditional heritage could be systemized accordingly, which, as it is, if the Fulani come, they will be much more, very, very much more disastrous to us than the Igbos. We are much more homogeneous to the Igbos. We are much more homogeneous to the Igbos than the Hausa Fulani herdsmen. So, that's not my submission, not my beliefs. I know it's not the truth, but it is the bitter pill. Some people will not even want to accept that fact. We are much more. Let's put pride aside. Let's put those thinking that we are superior. None of us is superior man than the Igbos. We have to come together and fight our common enemies. That is my belief. That is my philosophy. That is my idealism for the now. It might sound so strange to some people, but that is how I feel. That's so it's supposed to be.
Yes, you know what you're not getting right.
Okay.
We want to fight a common enemy in Nigeria.
What is your common enemy?
They are the Hausa Fulani.
Okay, wait. Okay.
The Hausa Fulani felt that power, the power is their best right in Nigeria. And this is why they have enslaved us to this moment.
Okay, my brother, I heard you. Wait. Did you know Obasanjo was the president of this country 1999 to 2007 in that country?
Of course, why would I know?
Okay, you know that Jonathan was the president for almost 6 years in that country?
Yes.
My brother, when Oyibo left that country, what style of government did Oyibo do we agree on before Oyibo left that country in 1996? What style of government do we agree on?
No, before you say that, before you ask me that question, you talk about Obasanjo and then you talk about Jonathan.
No,
make you clear for one issue.
No, because you said, wait.
Okay, the wounded civilian, let me answer you on that question. The British people left a regional government for us, which was the northern region, the western region, and the midwestern region, which is more or less like a confederational form of government, which every region contributes to the central government. And every region develop its own region according to its pace, according to the resources of that region. That was what the British left for us. But eventually, in the process of the politician bastardizing the whole process, the military came with a unitary form of government, which they now kind of find a way to hoodwink into the constitution to make the federal government more powerful, which they threw away the confederal kind of government, which the British left for us. That will answer your question. Then, let me go further on this one where you asked was Obasanjo not the president or good luck on the president. Let's make a fair hear you talk there. I can't answer you.
The reason why I said Obasanjo, it is you said Fulani is like it's like you believe the idea of Fulani have been ruling on.
Okay, I see your analysis there, the wounded civilian. Seriously, the Fulani have been pulling the strings all this while. They've been pulling the strings all this while. Obasanjo being there was just to pacify the Yorubas when Abiola was killed and his mandate was stolen away from him. They brought Obasanjo, but they still have the might to push him out if he betrayed or he goes contrary to their agreement. That is to tell you Nigeria has never been balanced. We've not been balanced ever since. The clip though. The military is being kind of controlled by the Hausa Fulani, or rather the Fulanis. And even though any democratic government come to Nigeria, there's always a hidden agreement they always go to, and that man must always compromise. If not, he can be pushed out anytime, any day. Based on that, the system is not balanced. The system is still not balanced. That is one thing. You guys, you should look beyond your nose and know that Nigeria as a nation has never been balanced. The Fulani, Hausa Fulani, is the people manipulating that country. And no one has had the guts to implement the act ever since. Buhari wanted to do it in 1983, but Babangida was able to take the carpet off his feet. Because Babangida is not from the hardcore fulani, from the Somalia or whatever, the Mali, the Niger area. He is from Niger State. He is from Niger State. I hope my analysis will be good this morning, but because as I talk, sleep, they won't catch me, but I will quickly talk to you. The wounded civilian, because I can see you are a fanatical Edo State must be for Edo State. Good. I'm not disputing that fact. I'm not saying it's not good, but as it is, we cannot fight the Hausas as it is now. Obaseki, you are talking of to even protect us. It's a collaborator with the Fulani. Why people just think have I lost that video? You just come out. Okay, it's back.
See, listen, when Obasanjo was in power, find out John was not following nepotism. Look at Jonathan with him. Jonathan appointed a lot of northern people in his cabinet. You know,
no, come again. What do you say? Finish it.
You say what?
You were saying something. Finish it.
Yeah, after nepotism, they were not into nepotism. And now the northern people, when they come to power, they take nepotism into power. Look at Buhari's administration, for example. From beginning to the end, before you see anybody in the cabinet, it should be somebody that will say, oh,
my brother, okay. You are right. Let me come. I am not disputing that Buhari is not a tribalistic president. I'm not disputing it. No, wait. Because the way you people ask questions, when we are, it's like we are defending Buhari. I'm not defending Buhari. I am trying to say, you said these northerners, they fear. My brother, it is not all northerners who agreed on what Buhari is doing. Let me tell you people something. The Germans, they went to war with let's say with the.
I refuse to concur with you on that argument, wounded civilian. The Fulani, all of them have a common goal. Their common goal is to conquer the Nigerian nation because they want access to the Atlantic Ocean. They don't have access to the Atlantic Ocean. They want to use Nigeria as a base and become one of the largest formidable ethnic tribe in the whole of Africa. That's where you're getting it wrong, the wounded civilian. The Fulani, they are scattered and they are taking this Buhari era as an opportunity to acquire land in the biggest and the largest concentration of black race all over the world. So look at it from that angle. I know this program was too tough for some people to understand. I just hope some people will get what I'm saying. Not everybody can understand what I'm really saying here.
The Germans. Did you know it is a group of Germans, Adolf Hitler and his party? Look, Adolf Hitler did not become the president of the commander-in-chief of Germany through military coup. I want to make a point.
World War II.
They are not too school on the activities of Adolf Hitler, the wounded civilian. Adolf Hitler was a youth activist. He fought in the First World War as a soldier, and he was a youth activist in the Boer party in Germany then, which as a result of his arrogancy, a lot of his militancy, he got to the hem of affairs in his party. That's the basic fact. You don't wear school on that area of Adolf Hitler, so don't even go there.
You know why that? I know everything. Wait, I know everything. Wait.
Allah, you don't know everything. You're sorry to say, you don't know everything. No one is an island. You cannot say you know everything. You don't know everything, the wounded civilian.
wait first. Let me clarify this German stuff. A party, Adolf Hitler party took over power. They ruled that country for 10 years. So a group of people, one political party dragged the whole world to that war. Not all Germans agreed with them. Because they won, they were the one in power. So sometimes some people these days say, it is all Germans. All Germans dragged the nation to war. No, it was a political party, just like in America today.
Point of correction, not everybody have that perception that all Germans brought the world to war or whatever. Not everybody believe in that your beliefs. It is outrightly not too correct. According to Jonathan Gulo, you're not correct. Not everybody. People like us don't say not all Germans. But as a person in power, he has everything to make sure he forces the people against his will, because he has the machinery of government, and the people must kind of be subject to government. Like Buhari is doing in Nigeria. Buhari get collaborators from both north, south, east, and west, because Buhari is using machinery of government. He disburse funds to his people that he will buy over, people that he wants to use as collaborators, selling their people, betraying their people's beliefs, their tradition and culture, their way of life. So when Adolf Hitler got power, he can manipulate his people with government benefits not giving them, and not kind of disbursing funds to whoever goes against him. That is the power of government. So not all of us believe, like you are saying that everybody believes. No, it is not everybody. I don't concur to that, or rather, I'm not in that school of thought that believe that the whole world believe that all Germans. Like you said, you read whatever you read in school. You should know better. I don't know which school, which read you read.
Let me just conclude here. Just like Buhari is doing whatever he's doing, that doesn't mean all northern politicians like it. Because what Buhari is doing now is tearing the nation apart. It's causing people are beginning to agitate for self state police. They want to organize their own security force. No, what Buhari is doing, I'm telling you, not all Northerners agree to that. So we don't generalize it that, oh, the way Buhari is ruling. Wait. This man was there. Adua was there. Did Adua behave like Buhari? Adua was also a fulani man.
All Northerners.
Adua behave better, because Adua is not a person like Buhari. Buhari has always been an authoritative and a very, very crude and mean person. Even if you can remember vividly, before the election, Buhari manipulated and masterminded the bomb blast before the election against Jonathan Goodluck, that his life is being threatened, that people are trying to kill him to gain sympathy. Just for him to gain sympathy, and he threatened fire and brimstone that if he doesn't win the election, the nation will be in blood. Was that not a treacherous statement to the nation? Was that not a criminal statement by as an aspiring presidential candidate? Was it not? I hope people will understand my analysis this morning. I think I will do this thing again. I'll have to do it again. I just say make I give a wounded civilian and say I see broadcast. This is outrageously not okay with me. I don't accept it. I don't agree.
Not all Northerners that are in support of what Buhari is doing.
I don't think so.
The people that are not in support of what Buhari is doing.
Okay, tell me.
The outside people that are not in support. You know why? I want to make it understand.
Correct, caller. The Hausas are the people not in support of what Buhari is doing. But the average Fulani, they are all in support to implement their agenda. They are invaders. They are not aborigines of the northern part of Nigeria. They came with the invasion of Uthman and Fodio, which we all read in our primary school days, Usman and Fodio. That is their primary agenda. So don't come and misinform or miseducate that the Hausa Fulanis are not in support. If you say the Hausas are the aborigines of the northern part of Nigeria before the invasion of the Fulanis. I think I need to educate this wounded civilian.
Is it not the same Northerners we are saying? I said not all Northerners. Not all Northerners. Is that not what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said. But I want to.
And wait again. Wait.
Why those people
Not all
are no
Fulani.
longer supporting him now? They were supporting them before, but now they are not supporting them because they know that the Fulani want to wipe out the northern region and then take possession of their land.
And my brother, we are saying the same thing here. I said not all Northerners. You said yes. It is the same. Not all of that. Not even all Fulanis. 100% Fulanis are happy with Buhari. There's still some Fulanis politicians who still say no.
Fulani. Yeah.
A lie. Wounded civilian, your facts are not correct. All Fulanis they all have the same motive, the same ulterior motive about the nation of Nigeria. They all have the same idea about Nigeria. And most of them are not even Nigerians. They all come from different parts of Africa. How are you going to talk like this? Just come carry this emancipation of a Midwestern region to the detriment of seeing a security threat. Security threat is looming around the corner. That is my fear. There's a bigger threat that we should all come together and salvage our lives. Our mothers being raped, our sisters being humiliated, being subjected to all the form of debased kind of a crime being committed upon their lives. They don't go too far. They are being raped, debased, treated like animals, and you are here talking about protecting the Edo Kingdom. The Edo Kingdom cannot be protected based on this agenda of Buhari. Let it be noted to you. Hence for that, the Edo Kingdom can never be protected because this your governor you have in place now is a collaborator. It's even anti the Edo project you are propagating here.
It's all Fulani. All the Fulani, they are the same.
Okay, no problem. My brother, whatever you say, I'm not trying to defend Fulani. I'm just trying to say we should not say all are bad. Because a Edo man cannot do something wrong somewhere and they'll say all Edo are bad. I don't believe in that. But if you feel all Fulanis are bad, I'm not after whether Fulani bad. You might be right. I can't be arguing that one with you say, oh, not all Fulanis are bad. But what I stand for, I am almost 50. I'm in my late 40s. I can't be a Edo man approaching 50. Wake up, they tell me I'm not Igbo man or Biafra. We died there. And I don't.
You can be a Nigerian man being debased. You can be an Edo man under Nigeria being debased, subjugated to all form of abuses, and you are saying you cannot fight to redeem yourself from the Nigerian nation. What is your hatred against Biafra? If you can be in Nigeria, you prepare one Nigeria, you love one Nigeria, and you've been subjugated to this kind of a debasement, and you are comfortable with it, the Edo State or Benin State cannot get liberation from this Hausa Fulani jihadist people as it is. We all need ourselves to fulfill and demolish our common enemy, which is the Fulani jihadists. That is the basic fact. Anything short of that is just like the British tactics of dividing and rule. I think some of you guys have been indoctrinated into this idea of this is not my brother, this is not my brother, and that is the way the British got into us. And this same thing among us, we are using it to hinder our will of progress, to liberate ourselves from these oppressors, these jihadists. That is the message you're sending across to me, the wounded civilian. Basically, I'm not seeing anything different from that. The same thing, the way the British ruled us. Separate them, don't make them think in common, you can rule them. Divide and rule tactics. That is what you're saying. But if we can come together, the Fulani, the Igbo man will not come and rape your mother in the bush. Or neither would they go to your forest and begin to create a gang of army to kidnap our people traveling from trying to meet up with their normal daily activities. They are not going to do that. These Hausa people are not common with us. We don't have anything common with them. This fulani, not the Hausas, the fulani jihadists, they think like, I don't want to use that word. Let me not use that word, please.
Guy, no man, your biafra nonsense, don't bring it to my territory. All the Buhari,
they cannot say you are a biafra man.
Never. I don't want to hear that.
The thing is, somebody is leading the agitation for us. Like they say, we are minority. And nobody, no message that is coming out really.
No, my brother, wait. No, my brother, wait. No, my brother, I disagree with you. You know why? What I'm doing now, is it not agitation?
Your agitation is not in the class of what Nnamdi Kanu has been able to put together. You're just ranting. You're not agitated, you are ranting. Nnamdi Kanu is a far better figure, far better leader, far better it all to counterattack these jihadist ideas. You just hear creating a confusion left and right. Not to make us come together to fight our common enemies. That's what you're busy doing. You cannot compare. You're not in the class of Nnamdi Kanu. Not everybody can come out and beat their chest so that they are in the class of Nnamdi Kanu. You should go and subjugate yourself to follow a person that God has ordained to liberate you. Can you be the Moses? Nnamdi Kanu is the Moses of his people. And it's a threat to these people. They know. What are you agitating here? Some people, they come, they go. Because they hear it too at the
What are you talking about? Look, my brother, let me tell you something. The idea of nobody is doing it for you. You can do it. You are human being. It is not.
What can you do? What has ever come out good from the Benin, from Edo State? We don't agree on a common basis. There has never been a formidable organization to counterattack the Fulani ideas. Not until Nnamdi Kanu came out and Sunday Igboho now saw that this guy is a force, and he now said, let him do the same in his region. So who has come out in Benin to do the same? Nobody can come out and do the same. They are all propagating whatever for their own selfish interest. That's what they do. They don't come out with an idea to carry everybody along. They always fight at the end of the day. They blow everything, they throw everything to the wind again. Let's call it spade a spade.
No, I'm telling you,
what you are detecting now, I understand you. Have you planned to make to organize the security program in Edo State?
It is not your listen, my brother Muja, it is not your responsibility to do that. It's your governor's responsibility.
You lied. The governor is handicapped. The governor cannot do nothing. As the Nigerian Federation is a structure today, the governor is not capable of doing anything in that respect. He's not capable. So I don't know where our people they get all this their knowledge from. The governor cannot do nothing. Only what he can, all those small vigilantes that he create. He is not empowered by law to do anything. Everything is being centralized. The federal government have the might, the power. It is centralized on the federal government. Everything in Abuja. Even your governor cannot even appoint his commissioner of police in his state. What are you telling me? Which security network? You must come out rebellious to achieve your freedom fighting ideas or whatever you want to do. Look at all of them. Fidel Castro, he went to the forest. He was a rebel. Nelson Mandela was a rebel. The ANC has their own guerrilla warfare. What are you saying about the Eastern Security Network not being formed? You think it is the laws of Nigeria will allow Eastern Security Network to function? It will not. It is not even recognizable in the law. So, but somehow, if you want freedom, you have to get it any which way. Any which way, you got to get it. You don't have to go to the law when you want freedom. Sometimes you go against the law to get your freedom.
The government and the fulani, they don't want.
No, the government, my brother, now, it is my time to talk now. It's like It's like you are allowing these people to kind of brainwash you into Fulani, hate Fulani. No, I don't hate Fulani. You can hate Fulani. It's none of my business. But when you want to talk about solution to our problem, don't when you begin to shout Fulani, Fulani, it's like you are talking like those IPO people then. You can't talk without mentioning Fulani. No, my brother, wait.
Wounded civilian, the fact you're not getting is that the Fulani hates you. Whether you like it or not, begin to think it from your anus or wherever you're taking it from. The Fulani hates you. They are here to oppress you. They don't care which grammar you speak from now till next year. All they can do, they will just pick some people as their collaborators and begin to grease their palm. And the majority of our people will always be under them. That is their agenda. We are seeking for a massive, or rather an emancipation of our people. That's what we're seeking for. Through a very big, formidable force that they will see as a threat, which Edo State can never be, as it is now. Don't know why this thing is so difficult for you guys to get. You'll be thinking of 800 years ago, we have a kingdom. I'm not saying we shouldn't. We had a kingdom there, but as it is today, the kingdom put together with all of us cannot be a threat to the Hausa Fulani jihadist ideas, so if they want to implement it. With all due respect to the kingdom. But I'm just being being factful here. Without caring how anybody sees it, but I'm just saying the fact to the best of my understanding. And in as much we refuse to think from this direction, we are just so much divided among the hearts, thinking of this. The Igbos are our brothers. They are supposed to be our closest allies and fight these people, which we've known. And these people are a big threat, like never before in the history of our federation or in the history of that country. It has never been this so bad. We cannot travel from Lagos to Benin. We cannot travel from Benin to Auchi. We cannot travel from just look at all our expressway. These people have been brought from different parts of the sub-Saharan Africa into our forests, and you are here casting aspersion on somebody trying to fight for our liberation. It's unfair. I refuse to concur. That's why I say I must stop today. But eventually, I will do a better broadcast than this. Anyhow, talker, but I think my points are being noted.
Go on, let me talk. You all things you are saying. Why is not your problem, my dear? Look, you're going to have right to create its own security force. You can't blame Buhari for everything. Nobody stop your government to create their own security force.
Impossible. You're talking like a primary one dropout. Are you a primary one dropout, the wounded civilian? It's absolutely not possible, not realistic. The governor can only form vigilante in his community. And the vigilante cannot. These people are well much equipped with AK-47 inside our forest. They hear they talk babash here. Sentimental statement. Just to ego or rather give yourself relevance. You're not seeing the reality on the ground. Seriously, wounded civilian.
Cannot kill him. The Yoruba created their own. It doesn't mean, look, if you have any plan to want, are you supporting this Adikanu Southeast Security Force?
I support Eastern Security Network.
The one in Adikanu, wait. The one in Adikanu created. Hello? My brother. You come here and say, you are this, you are not that. My God, don't deceive yourself. You are one of these IPO. Come to me like you are IPO. Then I deal with you. Don't bend and lie. You are not.
The fact remains that we all need to come together, harmonize our differences, and fight our common enemy. IPO or no IPO, the Fulani, they be threat to us. The Yorubas, they have a larger percentage of our population, of our population in Nigeria. They are formidable. They are big enough to defend themselves. But we are the minority. And these people don't gain access into our land. They are much more in our land. We need the Biafrans, whether you like it or not, to flush them out of our land. We don't have use in Benin anymore. Everybody for that are like berry. Talky, no action, no vibrant warriors. No more vibrant warriors again in Edo State. Now mouth. Everybody they find Europe money, Libya, they did desert, go to Abidjan, Mali. That's where you see all of them. Now there all of them. So the Biafrans, we must come, harmonize, come to a round table agreement on how we want them to be. I'm not saying that they must impose their ideas on us, but I am saying that we are much more homogeneous, really homogeneous with them more than the jihadists coming to come create their caliphates in our land. I think I've been able to pass this little message across. Who get EMA here, who like making, and also our people they don't want to hear good thing. And the one that they do saga, they cause person, they shout, they do this, they do they knock head for war, cause people children, they go do there, but they're not keen about the freedom of our land. They're not even, their memory is not even fine-tuned to that direction again. Now saga, lie. So the bush warrior, the wounded civilian, this is a tip of the iceberg, and the OMOFUMA will be out on Sunday to do this one live video. I will do it on a live video. We will discuss this thing seriously. People will call in. I want diverse opinion to call in and contribute how they see him to be. Because seriously, that is my school of thought. We must come together, seriously come together to fight against this Buhari jihadist ideas on recolonizing Nigeria with the Fulani dream of sinking the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. That was the dream of Usman Dan Fodio. So most of them have lost tune with those ideas. Not everybody even know those ideas again. But here they do, they go, they find money, nobody think of. Nigeria has really gone back more than every time they grow up. At that time, there were better people they think way. People with that country produce now. They are not helping issue because their mindset is not framed towards the right direction. Their rotation, not really prepared to face challenges in life. All they think money. Our youth, ritualists, Yahoo, everybody in Nigeria, scam. It's not the other Abidi. The other Abidi is not scam. They say you friend request for Facebook, the next thing, begging money. Everybody is not online beggars from Nigeria. They now see us in Europe, say we pick money for street. So, thank you for those people who come and those who wrong. And also, my mindset, nothing will stand this analysis. It's a pity. Let me listen to the audio, whether I good, make I see, whether I go poster. Okay, swear, make I go relax, I don't tire away. I not get time for saga again now to talk with him, go free my country. It will make my country go further. Ideas will go take come together to fight our common enemies, which is the Hausa, Fulani. The Fulanis, not be the Fulanis, they be threat to Nigeria. Buhari is a threat to that nation. So all women Nigerians come out to bring their voice to counterattack this jihadist idea of Buhari. This way. Have a nice day.